Watkunurado, and welcome to today's political update. We're outside the Services Complex where today, Thursday, the 6th of July, Patrick Ragaz from the Environment Office was here all day getting people's input on the big project, the remediation project of the Recreation Bay near Johnson's Beach. They're going to be doing a lot of work in the next few years, hopefully to take care of the sludge and all of the mess that's been accumulating over the past 50 or so years since the Seaway was hoisted upon us back in 1959. We'll have information on how that came out in a show coming up. In political news, the Mikinaks back in the news as the federal government is actually taking action. They have KMPG, which is an auditing company, doing an investigation on tax fraud, I guess is basically what they're looking at in terms of the Mikinaks and their cards and what they're doing. We spoke to Chief Billy Diabo, who's been working the file, for an update on what exactly is going on and some suggestions for community members when they see the Mikinaks in action.
The federal government, INAC, has hired KMPG, who is a taxation law firm, to involve themselves, do an investigation on it, to try to find a way to settle this matter so it would be a little bit easier for us. Because right now, as we all know, and I've said it before and we've said it again, that these are infringing on our rights in every way, shape or form. Our crossing rights, and now, even a while ago, now that we're talking about this, when I was leaving another meeting, I spoke with a local who says they had just ordered a brand new truck and they brought it to town to try to have it delivered. What happened? They were told they can't deliver it here, they had to bring it to the peacekeepers. When they brought it to the peacekeepers, they went there, they had to photocopy their driver's license, they had to photocopy their bank card, they had to photocopy everything, even though they knew who they were. Because of the procedures, because of everything that's going on, it's having a hard time with our community members. Also, they're taking these cards and they're using them at the local stores. I mean, and that's also infringing. What's having a hard time for the people at the stores to recognize our cards, to tell the difference, and they're not sure which is the right ones to use. We're trying to clarify that right now. But right now, what it is that with KMPG, everything going on, we want ends to this. We want to be able to deal with this so it doesn't infringe on our rights anymore. Basically, what they should do is note the date, the time, the location, everything that is going on as much as they can. Please don't intervene. We don't need that to get started. That's something we don't need to worry about. That's where I step in. And if you do fill that information, somebody does see this and put it in there, bring it to my attention here at Council. Because Council, and along with myself and everybody else, this is a big concern.
Thanks a lot for that, Bill. Well, Christine Zachary-Deom joins us now, and she actually joins us on her vacation, just coming back from Paris, France, because there's a big story in the Gazette today being July the 6th, about an archaeological dig taking place in Montreal, where they're looking for our ancestors, the so-called Laurentian Iroquois. She talks about that project and our involvement.
When we're talking about Laurentian Iroquois, there are so many hypotheses that are going on, and the research is what's going to feed into those hypotheses. Now, they're not entirely sure who the Laurentian Iroquois are, and we don't seem confused about that. We believe we are the Iroquois. For the longest time, we were the Iroquois of the Sioux, if you remember here. And the language is what took it over in terms of becoming the Mohawks of Kahnawake. But, you know, what they're doing on the mountain is really trying to establish and find remnants of our people and remnants of our artifacts, remnants of the shards, remnants of our foods, the kinds of lifestyles we led, and really everything adds to the importance of knowledge concerning our people. But there's so many areas where only where they've worked is where they dug up. They haven't worked everywhere. And when you look at the mountain has been really well kept. It's not full of condominiums. It isn't. It's very selectively dug up, very selectively. And there are at least 8 sites that are mines that are located on Mount Royal, which is mines for stone implements. So there's 8 of those there. So those sites have to be examined. There's the sites with respect to how we used to bury our dead. And we are going to be involved in all of this because we insist on being involved in this. And the City of Montreal has agreed to assist us to become involved by paying for the training, by whatever is required in terms of having our people working there. The problem is our side. You know, we can argue for positions that we're taking as Kahnawake, but it's always a problem when our own people aren't interested. So, you know, I just came from a site now where we've got 2 kids from Kahnawake involved on a site at Ile St. Bernard. Very pleased that that's happening. But it doesn't happen just by accident. We've got to go out there, find people, and put them in place. Every project that's going on, whether it's on the mountain, whether it's all around, whether it's with that new railway, the electric railway that's heading west, we've got people, 2 people working on that site for the next 16 weeks, paid for by the company that's actually doing the research for the electric railway project.
Well, thank you for that, Christine, and thank you for watching this political update this time around. Hope everybody enjoyed the powwow and enjoy the rest of the summer. We'll see you next time.